Hey everybody, welcome back to Astroneer. I've made my way back to Sylva to prepare for a couple more missions. And one thing that happened shortly after I ended last episode was that another of the little holographic blue icons appeared on the final probe at Sputnik, indicating that I could return and place another one of these probe scanners in and possibly get the Wanderer to reappear so that I could complete this mission we got. Greet the Wanderer. Visitor wants to take your picture. Now, I'm not sure exactly whether going back there and slotting that in will work, whether he'll reappear, and whether I need to give him the proper emote, which would be the wave, I guess. But if he does, we're going to try it. In terms of emotes, there's jump for joy, there's wave, there's beckon, confused, yes, no. And then there's a load of dances. Now, we gave him a dance, and that didn't really seem to work. So I'm going to try the wave, and if that doesn't work either, then I'll admit to being a little bit confused and not sure how to complete that quest. But the other thing we need to do is we need to complete the VTOL mission, which means we need two full hydrogen canisters and 2 full nitrogen canisters. So let's get those going. Hydrogen should be more over here. Put a couple over here. So there's hydrogen and nitrogen, right? Those are the two we need, hydrogen and nitrogen. Hydrogen and nitrogen. So that's those two. Okay. Let's get those set on storage and ready to go. We're going to have to make 2 trips, I think, to the mat. But with the hoverboard, that shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. So over here, we'll stick these. And then it also wants 6 more ingredients. So the other things it wants are graphite, titanium, and tungsten. So we have graphite. We'll probably get some of this there. Titanium. There's tungsten. Wait, no. We have refined tungsten. We have 2. We need titanium, so we need 2 of these. And then we need 2 graphite as well. How do we turn this on? I should turn this around. There we go. So there's 2 graphite. Oh, and the backpack's full. All right, well, let's get the titanite smelting down. How many spare slots do we have? 5 at the moment? And we want to bring 10 resources, so we'll just have to make 2 trips, nothing for it. Although this will free up in a moment, because we're going to go back to Atrox first and see if we can greet the Wanderer, or whatever that does. So let's put the graphite and the tungsten. We've got graphite and tungsten, and we're smelting up 2 titanium right now. Let's grab those. And then we'll head out. Titanium. Okay. Do I need anything else? Do I need some... I'm okay for hydrazine right now. We've got a spare over here, I'm pretty sure. Do we have a spare? Yes, we've got a spare right there. Okay. So, let's go. First back to Atrox. I did what you might have expected. I built myself a little road to get back to Sputnik. So we can get there pretty easily. So first stop, Atrox. And then back to, was it Visania, I think, had the second mat with the VTOL thingamajig. There is our beacon. So we want to land close there. Yes, we want to land at the landing pad. Okay. Okay. So we don't need very much here, just the probe core, or the probe scanner, which is on our back. Let's head over to the beacon. That's where I left the road to the probe. we go. Nice little grind on the road we built. Right up through the error load region. And over to Sputnik. We will slot this probe scanner and see whether or not he comes back. A little too far. Okay, here we go. So yeah, as I said, this holographic thing came back. And now we'll see whether he shows up again. He does. Okay, he wants to take a picture. Let's give him the hello emote. Take photo. Unclassified humanoid wants to capture this moment in space-time. He wanted us to take a photo of him. Okay, and then he took a photo of us in return. Einstein-Rosen bridge. Wow. There's the picture he took of us. Okay. Very cool. Unlocked Wanderer Green, unlocked Take a Picture, unlocked Wanderer Gray, and Wanderer Suit. All right. Well, that was kind of interesting. The Wanderer's Way. Said hello to the Wanderer. 50 gamer points. An achievement. And then as a reward, we get the RTG and 5,000 bytes we can collect at any landing pad. All right, so we'll collect that when we get back home. And I guess if we want to see him again, we can throw another probe scanner in there, but probably not going to do that. Still, very interesting. Einstein-Rosen bridge. They're making a lot of like veiled references and some not so veiled references to time travel and warping and stuff like that. I'm wondering if there's ever a grand reveal in the game, if there's ever like a finale where you kind of get more information about that, or you travel back through time and start over again on a new playthrough or something like that, but we'll have to wait and find out. So I'm not going to look for any spoilers. So, okay, that takes care of the Wanderer and the Vintage Probe mission line. So now we're going to go finish up the VTOL on Visania. And then we've only got a few missions left. We've got the Fox, we've got the orbital platform, and we've got one curious item that we really haven't looked at yet. So let me double check here that we're going to Visania Mat. Yeah, Visania. Okay. Off we go. And where is Visania? There it is. Right through the planet. There we go. Okay. Now the mat is up there. I wonder if there's a closer... Yeah, there's probably a closer landing spot to it than our landing pad, which would be helpful. Let's land as close to the mat as we can. Let's slow down a bit. Where is it? It's near here, I think. There's a natural landing site. And there's the mat. All right, let's land over here. Because we got to make 2 trips to carry all the stuff we've got. Shouldn't be too hard with the shouldn't be too hard with the hoverboard. Okay, so what do we have in our back right now? We've got the titanium. Rogel just ate. We don't have another seed for him here, although there may be cataplants on this planet. Well, there's a lash leaf. Let's grab that. There we go. We can just grab one of those. If he gets hungry, he can eat this. It's not his favorite, but he'll eat it. Now let's get rid of the organic. All right, so we've got the titanium. We do have a spare slot here. We can throw Sylva up on there. So we can carry 4 more things. We can do 6, and then we can do the other 4. So let's grab the tungsten and the graphite, and let's head over to the mat and slot those in. Oh, there's a cataplant right there. Okay. Put our goodies in. Titanium. Graphite. And tungsten. There we go, that's one done. I'll take the extra and plant it. Although, no, I won't plant it because we're never coming back to that again. So I guess I'll just get rid of it. All right, back to the ship. Look out for the lash leaf. Okay, and then we grab up these resources as well. And head back to the mat over there. Not too bad at all. Okay. There's some nitrogen. Wow, that is loud. There's some hydrogen. Okay. So, what does it want now? Let's see. Let's collect this. Collect this. And then further refinement. Provide mat with silicone and tungsten carbide. Wow. Obnoxious. Really obnoxious. So we're going to have to go back and get this. Silicone and tungsten carbide. Anything else? I don't think so. All right. Well, we need 2 silicone and 2 tungsten carbide. Nothing for it but to get moving. What do we have over here? Oh, we already looked at this. Lithium, a small battery, solid fuel jump jet, hydrazine. Well, I'll take that. That's always good to have. Okay. Let's head back and print up these next sets of materials. Back to Sylva we go. What did I want? I wanted silicone and I think I wanted tungsten carbide as well. Let's go. Let's get this done. Okay. We have 4 spots. We do. Okay. And we've got plenty of seeds going. Yeah, we're all set. Plus spare hydrazine. All right, so it wants, double check, silicon and tungsten carbide, right? Silicone, tungsten carbide. All right. So, silicone requires... methane, resin, and quartz. All right, do we have any quartz? Not enough. Let's get some printing, I suppose. We've got a soil canister over here. Look at this. This is almost full. All right, now this is definitely empty. I don't know why that one kind of died out for a while. Let's disable output. Take this. Stick that on there. And then re-enable output. There we go. That should get back to printing methane for us. 19 to 24. Wow, fantastic. And then I also could use some of this soil myself. Let me just fill this up. Where's my empty? Okay. Let's go pick up our quartz. And what did it want? Resin? And methane. Okay. Methane. There's the methane. Do we have any resin right now? We've got a couple pieces. Okay, so here comes 2 silicone, and then we're going to need some tungsten smelted for tungsten carbide. That's the wolframite. We don't have any... We do have 1 piece. We can smelt another. Okay. So we've got 1 silicone, 1 tungsten. And I don't know what's involved in tungsten carbide. I can't remember. Let's check. Carbon. Okay. So that goes over there. As does that. And we grab 2 carbon from the table. Pop one in and get it started. Pop the other one on the table. Okay, so we got 2 silicone, 2 tungsten carbide. We can head right back to Visania and finish it up. Hopefully it doesn't come up with another request. We have exo chips on the ship if it asks for those, which is the one other thing I thought it might ask for. 2 silicone, 2 tungsten carbide. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's speedrun this. VTOL, baby. All right, where are you, Visania? Over here. We need to find that same landing spot that's close to it again. I think it should be nearby when we get back because we launched from it. No, I don't see the mat indicator. Where's that? There it is. Okay, it's this one. Okay, back we go for trip number 3. Right. Now, you requested silicone. I brought you silicone. Requested tungsten carbide. I brought you tungsten carbide. Okay. Further refinement is completed. Reward of 250 bytes. Now we've got analysis paralysis. Slot exo chips in the mat. Okay. Wants 3 more. Well, that's why I said I thought it might want them. And I'm glad we brought them with us. No more flying around the solar system. Alright, where are my exo chips? We must have brought 3, right? Yeah, we brought 4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, I should fill that up when we get back. I should try and remember that. It's nice to have those, to bring those with you. Because a lot of things want them at the end of mission chains. Oops, I fell. Okay. Jet engine, please. Exo chips. Alright, there's analysis paralysis completed. Finished product. Activate Matt on Visania. Send off the compiled data for a new schematic. All right. And then this blew up last time, so let's back away. Let's watch it from over here. Maybe even a little further. That is an ominous beeping. Is that a countdown? Like 7 or 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Oh, I have to activate it. There we go. Am I far enough away? All right. Did it? I didn't check the other one. Did it leave anything behind? Maybe an exochip or 5? Debris. It left some organic behind. Fantastic. Just what I wanted. Okay, I guess that's it. So when we get home, we can print ourselves a VTOL. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's go back to Sylva and fly around the planet a couple times. We can circumnavigate it. See what it looks like from up high. Okay. We're not leaving anything behind. We've got our storage. I do need to slot more exochips on there. I'll do that first when we get home so I don't forget. And then... a Harrier jet, baby. Just what I always wanted. Okay. Back to Sylva. Can I snag this before we rotate? Yes. All right. All right, let's get some more exochips on you, just in case we need them in the future. We have a bunch over here. 1, nope. That's not what I wanted to do. 1, 2, and 3. A total of 4 that we'll carry around on our general purpose resources storage here on the spaceship. Excuse me, the shuttle. And then let's claim our rewards. Let's claim the booty. We get an RTG. Why is the F key not working here? There we go. RTG can go on here somewhere. Sure. We might not unpack this, but if we want to, we can. And then, finished product. 2 hydrazine and a VTOL. Okay, well, let's see what this looks like. Okay. All right. Very nice. Lightweight aircraft. A scouting aircraft capable of vertical takeoff and landing, provides 2 small slots, 2 medium slots, and oxygen. Requires hydrazine as fuel. Well, let's take it for a spin, shall we? Where's the right place to put the hydrazine? Yeah, 1 goes here. Or not. Okay. And 1 goes here, I suppose. There's also 2 medium slots, so we could put more hydrazine on here if we wanted to. And really get going. Like, really take off. Alright. I'm excited for this. Let's see what this is like. Double tap takeoff. Ascend. How high can we go? Wow, okay. Shift is descend. Okay, it's not that fast, but it does have the height, which I like. Let's see how high we can get. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like this. This is cool, man. How high will it go? Will it go into outer space? Wow, we're in the cloud layer. Look at this. That's as high as it goes. It won't go any higher. Okay, still. Wow. That's a lot of fun. That's pretty crazy. Let me get down below the clouds here just a bit. So we can see the gateway over there. Can we see another one on the horizon? Can we see that far? Yeah, we can see two of them. Curvature of the Earth, man. We're looking at a quarter of the planet right now. How cool is that? You can see these northern lights too. And as you hold down the forward button, it picks up speed. Ah, this is dope, man. This is a good end game reward for sure. Now, I had said one thing you could do with this is scout for resources. So like right there, I see some resin, right? If I were to go over the mountains, I could see maybe malachite. There's more resin. I can see there's a crash there and a landing pad. Oh, this is cool. And then here are the lights here over the North Pole of the planet. What happens if we go up into these? Oh, man. That is fun. That is pretty cool. We can fly into the dawn. We can land on top of a gateway. How about that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is fun, man. That's really cool. I mean, we're near the end of the game, so it doesn't have a whole lot of use, but still. That is really cool. I really like that. That's a fun little in-game reward for sure. Flew through the northern lights, through the cloud layer, over the mountains. Very fun. Very cool. I like it. Okay, so let's get home. We have other things to do. This was fun. It's not super practical, though. If we had one on every planet, that could be cool. Like, this definitely would have helped with the vintage probes. I thought the hoverboard was the be-all, end-all for that, but this probably would have made it even easier. Let's fly over the forest here, scanning all the resources. Yeah, this is cool, man. Finding malachite in the mountainsides would be super easy now. There's some compound. More resin. And it's pretty fuel efficient. It's that whole flight has only taken like 2/3 of a can of hydrazine. Oh, you can kind of juke a little bit too. You can strafe a little bit left and right on the jets. You do have to hold it down for a minute to get it up to speed, though. There it goes. Okay. And I guess technically you could take this underground, although then it would be next to impossible to maneuver, right? But you could take it down to the cave layer. Here's our graphite mine and our railroad. You can see it's not exactly the straightest railroad, but it gets the job done, right? Okay, all right, yeah, this was fun. This was worth doing. As mission rewards go, this one's steak sauce, right? It's A1. All right, let's land. Oh, and you can see our whole base from the air. That's kind of cool too. You can see the whole layout of all the area I flattened. Ooh, lightning. It's raining here in Los Angeles. You can see the whole base from the sky. That's kind of cool. You can see how the storage is extremely well organized, and then the farm is pretty well organized, and then the power is just a giant hodgepodge of things stuck together. But wow, that's a lot of fun. That's really cool. All right, dope. Double tap shift to land. Okay. Very nice. All right. Well, guys, how do we top that, right? How do you beat that? You don't, really. But we've got a couple of missions left before we finish the game. We've got 2 on the books right now. There's Help. Track this mission to complete it. Elysium crew assistance required, emergency. I am stuck. Help, 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 help. Hit the green button. And the reward is something called a fault finder. And we've got a little fox icon here. I'm going to hold off on this one. And then there's what I'm considering to be the last mission of the game, the one that we will end the game with and end our playthrough. There's something out there. Investigate the unidentified satellite. So we'll head up there eventually, and we'll take all our triptychs with us, embedded in tetrahedral pentachorons, or whatever they're called. Truncated pentachorons. We'll take those out. But before we do those 2 missions, this curious item has been sitting here on this storage for about 15 episodes. And I think it's about time we took a look. So, let's take it somewhere, away from everything else. Nice kind of safe area. I guess over here's fine. Get a little bit of flat going. A little bit of a flat area here. Just something to work with, right? Right up to the edge of the hill there. Let's set this thing down and see what it does. I'm assuming it's like the other ones, where it's going to pop something into existence, right? Kind of like that. This isn't technically perfectly flat. We didn't use the alignment mod, so it's a little bit of an angle, but this is good enough. Let's see what this thing does. Okay, so it's getting close. Let's read the text. Let's get the whole story. Error. I keep having nightmares about my ship crashing, which doesn't make any sense. This is my first mission, right? Unknown, ESS, error menu. Global stability, 100%. Whoa. What? What? Wait a minute. There's like a rip in the sky. One of those chrono anomaly rips. And those planets... Wait a minute. That's our moon, De Solo. But Visania... Is that Visania? That seems a lot closer than I remember it. Okay, so this changed now. I saw this before. Global stability is now at 78%. Do I use it again? There's that rip in the sky. That's another planet. What? Okay, all right. I'm curious now. We're going to use this thing up. Wait, the global stability is dropping. 68.88%. 76.31. 83.94. 71.83. So global stability is fluctuating, but it only changes when I measure it, which is a feature of what? Quantum physics? Time travel? Rosen-Einstein bridge? Look at this. There's like a faceted refraction going on at the edge of the tear there. Okay, all right. Let's use it again. Let's see what happens. Oh, the whole sky is lighting up, man. Look, there's even more facets now. There's little holes, and this tear is getting bigger, man. And that's further away than it was. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? And there's cracks now. There's cracks, too. Wait a minute. What happens if I look away and then look back? Does it change? If I look away and then look back. No, it's kind of still the same, but still, there's like a tear in the sky. Oh, this is wacky, man. Global stability 46.92. It's dropping, man. Global stability is dropping. Let's push it. Let's push it further and see what happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. Now things are happening. Now things are happening. Do we want to keep doing this? Is this going to end my game? Global stability 11.6%. There's a thumbnail for you. How about that? All right, here we go. I have a feeling one more will do the trick. Whatever's gonna happen. Wait, it's sealed back up. What happened here? Global stability 92.63%. Huh. And it kind of sealed back up. That's interesting. So can I cycle it through? And then one thing I remember, I found a bunch of these, but I don't know. Like basically every backpack that we found that was crashed had one. But what I don't know is if they all had the same entry on it. Let me see if I can find another one real quick. See if we can find a backpack. Here we go. Yeah, see, there's another one right here. This is a different entry. Hold on. This one says, the pods are malfunctioning. Kronos is supposed to fix it, but I'm keeping watch. Dr. Lady ESS Elysium. Global stability 100%. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can find a couple more. Any crash, any debris could have a backpack. I don't see one here. No, I don't see one here. Of course, they were everywhere when I didn't want them. But now that I'm looking for them, I can't find it, right? That's the perennial curse of playing this game. You're like, oh yeah, I've seen a billion of that. Wait, where is it? Where am I going here? Let me circle back towards... the base. See if I can find any more crash sites. Any more backpacks? Here we go. There's a couple over here. No backpack here. Nor here. This one should have one. Here we go. June 17th, Alex. We almost lost one today. Completely fine, then in critical status. Nearly needed a reprint. That anomaly did a number on us. Dr. Lady, ESS Elysium. Okay. Finding lots of different entries now that I'm paying attention. No backpack here. I might have to travel a little bit further afield. Now, what happens if I bring like 4 or 5 of these together and activate them all, get them all to the lower stability value? You know, what does that do? Come on. Is there a backpack here? No. Okay. Traveling away from the base, that's fine. I want to find more of these. That is a fully functional solar panel, but no curious item, no backpack. I'm trying to remember where else I saw them. I'm pretty sure I saw some... I'm pretty sure I saw most of them above ground. Here we go. Here's another one. Error 377. ESS Triton debris located. Override safety procedures. Clearance code Dr. Stone. Elysium systems log. We've got 3 more of these now, and they all have different logs. So Dr. Stone we've met. He was from the Rails update. He was investigating the obelisks and their strange energy signature, trying to decipher it, right? I see the dynamite, but I don't see a backpack. Let's keep going. Maybe we can find 1 or 2 more different entries. Very curious, very interesting. Feels like the whole game has been leading up to some kind of grand revelation about, like, I don't know, the ESS Triton or some of the other ships that have been mentioned, and like time travel and all this crazy nonsense. Power extenders, but no backpack. Backpack here? No. What about here? No, just functional wind turbines. Nope, nothing here either. I guess we head back and see if we can find one or two more on the way. Any crashes around here? Any ruins or wreckage around here? Back on the plains. Very interesting stuff. I want to see what happens when I activate multiple of these together. Whether that tear can get the global stability down below 10 or down to 0 or something. Maybe some kind of event happens if you fire them off. Or it could be we've already seen everything that's going to happen and nothing else can with these. But the fact that they have different entries intrigues me. Here we go. Do you have a backpack? No, I don't see a backpack here. Okay. Almost back, I think, to the base now. So we're running out of time to find another one. We already checked you. Yeah, you don't have anything. And then we have, what, the strip mine over here, or... Here's a wreck. Hang on. Is there a backpack here? What's that buried in the... No. No backpack. Here's another one. Yeah, but again... Nothing doing. All right. Well, we found 3 more. Let's go unite these with the first one and see what happens when we activate them all at the same time. Maybe I'm just, you know, grasping at straws here. I don't know. Could be. And they were everywhere when I didn't want them, huh? Or maybe there's a fixed number, and once you find all the different entries, maybe it gets harder to find. They just kind of remove them from the map. They remove the duplicates as you find them. Could be, right? It's a possibility. Hold on, I do see something over there. Yeah, no curious item there. What about over here? It's just a crashed rover. Okay. Well, back home we go, and we will experiment with these things to see if we can get anything else cool to happen. And that is not very forgiving for a hoverboard. Nope, that's it. Okay. Home we go. Unless there's one right here. No. All right. That's a good scan. We found 3 more. So, you know, that's fine. I can keep an eye out. If something happens here, I can keep an eye out for more as we travel around and finish up the last couple of missions. But, let's see what happens. Almost out of hydrazine, but we got a backup. Okay. So, now we've got 4 of these. So one of them talks about nightmares of the ship crashing, which doesn't make sense. My first mission. Unknown from ESS something. Maybe the pods are malfunctioning. Kronos is supposed to fix it, but I'm keeping watch. I don't know what Kronos is. But it, again, like, I mean, obviously Kronos is Greek for time. It has something to do with that. And who's Dr. Lady from the Elysium? From the Elysium system logs, ESS Triton debris located. So Triton, which had the snails... was attacked, I believe, according to the lore. It went down first, and then the Elysium came along and found the debris. Override safety procedures, question mark, clearance code Dr. Stone. So Dr. Stone was working on the obelisks, and the Triton had the snails. And then June 17th, hashtag Elix. We almost lost one today, completely fine, then in critical status. Nearly needed a reprint. That anomaly did a number on us. Lost a pod, perhaps? It was completely fine, then all of a sudden in critical status. Yeah, time does strange things when you mess with it. All right, let's activate all 4 of these and see what that does. Oh, I can't do the second one while the first one's still going. There's the tear. And it's cracking, it's getting bigger. Yeah, now it's shattered. Okay. It's pretty low. So what do these say now? 6.4, 9.1, 1.23, 10.4, 11, 5, 7, 9, 12, 5, 5. All right, let's use the last one. Did it restore everything again? Yeah, it puts everything back. But not all the way. Not all the way. We still have the first tear in place. All right, well, I don't know what this is about right now. Yeah, it's way back up now. Around 90%, 100%. They're disagreeing. These things are shifting. But let's get it down to the lowest state and leave it there for a while and see what else happens. There's the tear deeper. And you notice when it lights up the sky, the stars start flying. Yeah, look at that. That's nuts. Okay, so I wonder what happens if we try to travel to another planet while the stability's like this. Or what if we take these 2 other planets and use them there? That's another interesting question. Wow, all right. I don't know what this is, but it is freaking cool, you guys. It is freaking cool. All right, well, I'm going to call it here, you guys. That's a fantastic stopping point. So I'm going to take a break, and when we come back, we will look at some of the 2 remaining missions we have. We'll probably go see about the Space Fox and what he wants. Or she. And until then, as always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for sharing this incredible game with me. It's been a blast playing through, and more so because I've been able to interact with you guys in the comments and know that you're enjoying the series and get your feedback as well. We're wrapping it up here. We're getting close to the end. And looking back, it's been a real fun game to play and a real cool experience to do it with you guys. So thank you as always, and we'll see you next time. Take care.